Yeah, this is going to be very, very fun. We got Small World's End. Started off RA1N picking up the gauntlets here. I want to note RA1N, a player that's so strong on the Val, not only for the gauntlets, also the sword as well. Flower picking up the hammer and immediately starting with the signature kit, but RA1N starting off with a big open up there. The weapon toss, Flower barely able to pick it up there.
Okay, yeah, and if I'm RA1N, I'm already paying attention to dodge patterns, right? We saw that side light into recovery work the first iteration. Just make that down, mark that down, make sure you can pay attention to the next time. Watch for dodges in the future if you're Flower. Let's see offstage.
Yeah, RA1N just holding the wall to Flower, knowing that you have so limited options. That's a down air. That's a big reversal for Flower. Gets the down light into the down air, looking for the nair there. RA1N trying to reversal with a GC side light. Didn't find it. Flower sending RA1N off stage.
Bit of a reach right here. That's the setup from Flowers as well. So patient, 2 exclamation points come through. Flowers not wanting to press a button too far yet. Gets the coverage right there. We're going to get first strike going over to the Yumiko.
You got to be exceptionally careful jumping around the wall in disadvantage, especially as RA1N playing Val. A legend very strong at jumping around, utilizing that dash jump movement.
Look at this though, look at this though, BJ. Already approaching orange damage is RA1N. Wants to be the savior of you gotta get that first stock, and that recovery is not gonna be enough to do it yet.
NSIG doesn't find his connection. Flower now, so much extra credit. Downlight into side, RA1N getting sent off stage. And NSIG comes out looking to cover that jump, knowing that RA1N wants to jump back. They swap spots, but RA1N has been struggling to find his KO. The side air doesn't connect. Flower landing back in the corner, avoiding the GC downlight, but that recovery will take the stock for RA1N.
Very good patience from RA1N, knowing all it took was just a single recovery to find that KO off the top. A little bit worse for RA1N on the stock as we approach red damage right now. Flower with the bow in hand. Let's see what kind of damage can happen.
We've yet to see the bow make its mark right now, and so far it's finding its mark. The down sig
comes out.
RA1N.
This is so scary.
Struggling to avoid those lanterns on the Yumiko. Big NSIG whiff. RA1N getting a big punish.
A little bit of a conversion on RA1N's side with the recovery. Whiff punish comes through once again. Watch the dodge. If you're RA1N approaching the red, you have to kind of cut off those angles now as Flower. RA1N going to work.
Gets that downlight, wants to get that extension. Flower using the weapon toss very well to land with no soft platforms to assist him. RA1N looking for it here, gets the downlight into side air. Flower off stage, goes for the D-light, gets the GC D-light into side air. Not enough to KO though. Flower getting back, RA1N picking up a sword, and that's the down air, swooping it up. RA1N has yet to get anything going on the sword so far.
I will say, I really like the look that RA1N went for in that first edgeguard situation. That was really kind of the first meaningful edgeguard attempt we've seen in this set so far, and RA1N made Flowers work hard to get back to the stage and get that stock lead. It should just be one single conversion. That recovery straight up won't do it without a preceding hit. Next one is very close, and there's the dodge I mentioned before.
Gotta find those dodge reads if you're gonna find these KOs on the gauntlets. The Endlight sends off stage. Flower struggling to make it back here, does make it back to the wall, but the Endlight will be the confirmation on the stock. It's dead even right now. It's 0 damage to 0 damage. Last stock game number 1.
That's right, and once again, like the death set earlier, these two have never played against each other. This is a first time showing, already shaking the rust off, making sure they can get comfortable with each other's play patterns. Let's see, RA1N trying to initiate. Flower just looking for whip punishes. There's the stomp miss though from Flowers, is gonna get punished with a little bit of damage. How do you land?
Going for the downlight there, gets whip punished with the downlight side air of Flower's own, throwing out the signature kit, making it so hard for RA1N to find a way in, having to exert so many jumps to get away. The nair connects, that's another nair, that's a disarm.
That's disarmed, okay? RA1N playing way on the back foot now. How do you initiate in this position?
He just goes for it!
Are you kidding me? Like this. What a statement game 1 from Flower. Let's see if RA1N can answer back though. We just run it right back.
RA1N struggling to find a weapon, does find the gauntlets there. Flower whiffing the signature. RA1N gets a little bit of a punish for it. That's a big nair. Haven't been seeing a lot of extended strings on RA1N. I want to see RA1N pick up a sword or something because Flower is dominating right now on the hammer.
Yeah, Flowers was really oppressive on that left side as well, but RA1N, we saw that one edgeguard attempt in game 1 work out pretty well for the most part. Didn't quite convert to the stock, but maybe that's where RA1N's gonna make his money here.
He's trying to nair there, but Flower dropping the hammer in the perfect spot. Downlight into side air. RA1N getting sent offside. Barely avoids the signature kit. The Endlight does send RA1N back off stage to the other side and goes for the sig to catch a jump from the wall. RA1N struggling to make it back. Exhausted recovery does find your way back to the stage, but not for long. Drops the connection into the side air. RA1N fighting back unarmed.
That spawn on the left side made things so dicey. But you still are fighting for some reason, and RA1N is the one that gets first strike here on Flower. Able to pick up a bit of a weapon storm, and the gauntlets was the weapon of choice, I believe, if I'm in RA1N's shoes.
Really leaning into this string-heavy weapon, trying to break the mold between a very zoning playstyle legend. Gets the nair there, reads the dodge in, gets the sideline, gets the nair as well. So much damage, GC downlight doesn't connect Flower.
Not enough.
The nair sends RA1N high, doesn't disarm though.
Off stage again.
Wow.
Very good weight there, optioning with the gravity cancel. Recovery's not going to be enough, but this is almost an entire full stock lead. Flower without a weapon as well. Okay, Blessing of Odin comes through, but it's too little, too late. That is a 2-stock lead now for Rain. Surely Flower picks up a stock with 1 conversion, but this is such a reply from the man from EU, making a statement in game 2.
Picking up more gauntlets, gets the weapon toss there. Flower struggling to make it back to the wall, does, but Rain gets a weapon storm on Flower, sidelight into end light. Flower picks up a bow. Not a great spot to be in. Recovering low versus sword, but Rain.
Surely this is a stock. Rain threats
what
the
a
needle.
punish on that Sig.
This can't be a 3-stock. Okay, we get one off the top. No, it's just barely not enough.
What a side air. Rain willing to fight, realizing I'm up so much.
Oh
Another
my
side air
gosh.
connects.
Oh
Flower
my
stuck off
gosh.
stage. GC end light doesn't connect.
You can't
GC
just
haymaker to make
me.
it back.
Don't 3-stock me, Rain. Oh my goodness, waiting for the dodge as well. Finally, a moment to breathe is Flower getting one, but you are so hurt on this last stock.
Rain knowing that all you need is a confirmation, all you need is a D-light, regardless of the weapon, regardless if it's unarmed. Unfortunately, they're not enough to KO Flower. Trying to make something
Very
out
good
of
weight.
nothing.
Okay, Flower with a little bit of momentum right now.
Oh,
Needs to have a perfect stock. Lets it rip. I don't blame you.
Gotta make a miracle happen here versus Rain. Goes for the D-light. GC D-light didn't find its connection though. Side light connects on Rain, and another 6 sends downwards. Rain stuck off stage.
Oh, I love that idea from Flower, but again,
couple opportunities to flip it, but it looks like we're staying here.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I'm with you on this 100% PJ. I'm wondering if the introduction of a soft platform changes some of these dynamics, right? Like, the edge guards, like I said, from Rain have looked fairly solid, but it looks like he's just been finding KOs straight up, in particular with gauntlets right now, while Flower has been just using that signature kit with the hammer equipped in particular to try to find their KOs.
Yeah, the Sigs towards the wall. Rain finding some respite there, but not for long as Flower continues to put an onslaught of hitboxes out the side. Sends off stage. Rain has to throw the weapon away, picks up the gauntlets once again, but man, it's looking rough here. The hammer is too dominant so far.
Yeah, you get so much setup time if you're Flower to just say like, hey, come here, I'm gonna kind of jockey you into this position and make it so I can get my optimal punish. Stomps there is so easy peasy for the first strike.
I mean, it's crazy. Whoever takes the first stock seems to be winning the game so far. A lead like this can mean so much, but Rain can easily take it away from you. You have to play tight here if you're Flower.
Okay, spot dodge in place. Rain going to town for a minute. A little exhausted right there. Waits again, maybe trying to bait out something to go for a recovery once again. Off stage now is Flower.
Holding the wall, that's a place to be, but the side stick comes out and that's a whiff punish with the sidelight. The first hitbox of the Sig connects, but not enough to convert off of it. That one will be.
That signature kit from the Yumiko is just so strong at forcing Rain into these awkward positions, and we're seeing it in full effect right now.
And Light sends off stage. Rain looking for an opportunity to bring this one back. Sider there, not enough to KO. Flower stuck on the wall, picks up some gauntlets, tries to make something happen. Flower avoiding on the wall, makes it back.
Wow, barely gets around that signature from Rain as well. Looks for the exhaustive recovery. Is Rain not going to be able to get too much more after that? Flower, hammer in hand, scoops it up, tries to go deep for the stock as well. Got plenty of room to play with almost a full stock lead, but Rain's going to close this one out right there.
Double exclamation points marks the end of that stock for Flower, but Rain approaching that 100 damage mark. Definitely going to be struggling versus this very hard-hitting Yumiko in these key moments. Sidelight there, goes for the recovery. Now Flower is immediately dodging instead of going for other things. And speaking of which, immediate read on the no dodge, covers and finds the KO.
Yeah, Flowers has just been doing such an amazing job at mixing up dodge and no dodge in those situations, right? Like, Rain has been getting a little bit conditioned into just letting that recovery rip or going for a soft wait to try to get one after time on this legend to set up, watch where your opponent is going to go, kind of take that information in and say, I'll get that on the next time if you get a little bit lazy and predictable with your patterns.
You know, I talk a lot about Rain's sword, and I kind of want to see it here, but it's just getting boxed out by all of the weapons that Flower has on the Yumiko. The bow, beating it on the ground, the hammer, a great option as well. Goes for the side sig, playing the Val for a reason. Flower forced off stage once again.
Yeah, okay, we will see edge slip though. On second exclamation point.
This is bad.
Watch the resources now of your Flower. This is so precarious.
Oh, Sider barely not connecting. Flower using the extent of that, but the downlight Sider sends off stage. Once again, the recovery doesn't find its connection. Flower flipping the situation, gets the nair there, goes for the big side sig. Can't find it, but a GC downlight into recovery will disarm, not KO quite yet. Leaning into the sword once again. Whenever Rain picks up a sword, good things happen. Finding a stock there with the end sig.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on this. I mean, that was like almost a top to bottom perfect stock from Rain, right? Like playing that in particular against the bow, watching those threat ranges against the bow was just so good. Rain off stage once again. This time it's versus the hammer though.
Another side air catches Flower recovery going high, able to dodge back to the stage. Now Rain stuck off stage, goes for the big sick flip, and Rain tries to extend the lead further, and Flower flips the situation.
Yeah, I mean, what good presence of mind from Flower. I mean, that surely looked like RA1N was an advantage for most of it, but now it just looks like it's going from bad to worse. Flower, a small little weapon starve. RA1N fighting unarmed once again, gets the gauntlets in hand.
Not confident in dodging through that one. Sidelight into the recovery. Gets the nair, but another interaction from game number 1. The weapon toss disrupting RA1N, juggling with that nair. Big side air from across the street. Dash jump side air. Looking for this open up. You know you want something big here on the gauntlets to make this damage lead. Come back, downlight into side air, send Flower off.
That's huge.
I can't believe RA1N went for that.
I can't believe it either.
Oh,
I mean,
Flower, wow!
Very, very close right here. RA1N, of course, knowing they can get this second stock off the table right now.
Going high, downlight into
GC,
recovery.
nice.
Oh, almost getting the Russian Mafia, but instead getting the downlight side air on the dodge away. Flower seizing the lead and one stock away from sending RA1N to the elimination side.
It could be over in just one singular stock, and the crowd started to come alive right there, knowing Flower could end it. Here we go, RA1N trying to find the equalizer. Gauntlets online once again. GC not going to connect with anything. Signature not going to connect with anything. RA1N a little bit more and has to go to last stock right here. RA1N needs this one to stay in the bracket.
Wants to force the game 5. Flower, pick up a weapon, finds the hammer, gets the side air on RA1N there. Nice damage, extending the lead. Sidelight, double sidelight into the corner. RA1N stuck on the wall, forced into the corner. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, but fights back
from the to get center. RA1N, a lot of momentum. That weapon toss didn't connect, and now he can't re-pick up the weapon in such a bad position. Flower now with the star, back on the hammer. We can just get the game 1 winner. Why not Flower? 3-1 victory over RA1N will be advancing to a top 8 qualifier and facing off against Kaina.
That's the experience from Flower. Multiple lands, knows what the nerves can do to a player, and once again, just like game number 1, going for the sig across the screen.